Hallå ja! Hej! Välkomna! Jag heter Maja. Jag finns på Ravelry och Instagram som sjomajlin. Det finns en grupp för den här podden på Ravelry som heter Sjomajlin Group. Yeah, you got that? Hope you did. Oh, someone just wrote to me. I hope that was not important. Hi, this is Friday. I'm recording the 28th of November. It's a sunny day, or it's a semi-sunny day, I suppose. Which is good. It's sorta, well, I'm not gonna say what time it is. But it's sort of morning here. I just had my breakfast, so. And it's a few rounds on a whip that I will show you in a minute. I've been home this week as well. On sick leave due to a depression and, well, stress and stuff like that. I'm doing okay. The plan is that I'm working on Monday and I will have 2 weeks that I work or that I'm on 50% sick leave. So I'm hoping that will be fine. I've been missing, I've really been missing going to my places. I don't know what to call them. They're not nursing homes, but yeah, sort of, I suppose. I've been really missing going there and singing with them or for them or to them. And on Monday we have the 1st of December. And on Sunday is the 1st of Advent. So next week I will totally start with the Christmas songs, and that feels really good actually, so I'm very much looking forward to that. It will probably be, well, tough, but I have a good feeling, so that is good. But yeah, as I said, I've been home this week, home from work, so it's been a pretty, well, low-key week. I did on Sunday, I posted on Instagram, so some of you might have seen it. I went to a Christmas fair in the, oh, what is it called? Like our big amusement park? Theme park? Well, it's not really a theme park, but it's like with roller coasters and stuff. We have 2 sort of big ones in Sweden. One is in Gothenburg and one is in Stockholm. The biggest one is in Gothenburg, and that's where we went, me and a friend. It's called Liseberg. And they have the Christmas fair, or they have it each year. Most of the roller coasters and stuff are closed because of, well, weather and stuff. But they had made awesome, truly awesome, well, what do you say, like slightly different Christmas themed areas with, so there was like the Santa land where the elves were making Christmas presents, and they had quite a lot of fake snow, because we haven't had snow stick yet this far south in Sweden. And there were like, we were there when it was dark, so there was like hundreds and thousands of Christmas lights in the trees, and it was so cozy. So I really had a good start of the holiday spirit, and that was it was awesome. It was truly awesome. So I've done that this week, or it was on Sunday, but it was this week-ish. So that was good. I was on my knitting group yesterday on Thursday evening, which was, I mean, that is always awesome, but it was really good to, you know, get out of the house, meet people, and had a really good time, as usual. Yeah, other than that, I've mostly been sitting here knitting. So I have some to show you. Yeah, yesterday was Thursday, which was Thanksgiving for a lot of you guys in America. So happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you had a good time and that you got to spend it with your family and all of that stuff. I had an opportunity. That is not the right expression. Well, I had something in the mail yesterday which made me very, very thankful, and reasons to give thanks to that person. And I haven't checked with her if it's okay to call her out on this. Her name is Doris. That is not saying too much, I hope. So Doris, I do think that you see this. If it's okay, you know, that I call you out on this, could you please, I don't know, write in the comments who you are or something, because I should have checked this with you before. Sorry. Anyway, it was a truly, truly awesome gift. She wrote to me last weekend saying that she would send me something and she would send it on the post on Saturday. So I was like, okay, I won't build my expectations up too much. You might not be here until Christmas. And so yesterday when I was checking my mailbox, I was like, there's a package. What? So it came here really, really quickly. So it was obviously wrapped when I opened it up, and there was a very sweet box with some animal print and some shoes and some butterflies and some, do you see them? There are like gems, sparkly stuff, and there is a magnetic, what do you say, lock. So I opened it up, of course, and inside of it was a super sweet card that she wrote me, that I'm not gonna read out loud. And she wrote in the card as well that some of these stuff were like just small stuff. So she sent me some candy. I started this. Thank you very much. And she sent a candle that is called Christmas Mornings. I haven't started it yet. I wanted to show you guys. It's a pretty... I looked to see if it says, you know, what the smell is other than Christmas Mornings. It's kind of caramelly or toffee or almost like mocha, I think. It's a pretty sweet scent. Christmas Mornings, it might be, you know, because for the holidays you might have a more sugary breakfast than usual, so you might have, I don't know, it smells delicious anyway. It's sort of a cookie or... No, it's not a food scent, but it's something that you want to eat rather than, you know, nature fresh or something. So those were just some small stuff that she sent, and the sort of real gift was... I'm just gonna put this away because my table is not huge. What she sent was a drop spindle, and I had to start, so she didn't send it with the fiber on it. This is a shact. It's printed in here, but you can't see it because I've already had some fiber in it. You could use it as a top whirl with the hook, or as a bottom whirl with this. I don't know what it's called, but you sort of make a loop around it, and you can use it as a bottom whirl as well. And obviously I just had to start it. So I did start this yesterday. This is the second bump of Leicester, sort of locally bred Leicester, that I got, well, a while ago. I had made the first bump. They should be the same amount or the same weight. So I started that, or I made that, I don't know, like in September or something. So my plan was all the time that I should make the second single, because I want to make that 2-plied, or this 2-plied, that the second single should be on the same spindle. But when I got this, I just had to. So I did start it, and I will finish it on this one. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. and a hair of mine has caught and wrapped itself around here. Yeah, I don't know, that might be a bad idea, but then again it might not. I don't know. Because I guess I'm not that, you know, that consistent in my spinning anyway. So yeah, well, I started it and I like this. So I started it obviously as a top whirl, or top, you know what I mean. And I like it. The other one that I have, the top whirl, that is a Louette drop spindle, or spindle. I wasn't very pleased with that, and that experience wasn't good, and well, this is a completely other fiber, and another prep and everything, so I know that is not a fair comparison to make just like that. So, but I'm very happy with this, and I'm happy with this experience so far, and I like this. I haven't weighed this, and I haven't weighed the other spindles well, I think, but this feels lighter, and this feels more, I don't know, slick, or it feels a bit more luxurious actually. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. You really made my day, or my week even. So thank you very much. And as I said, if it's okay to sort of call you out, could you please comment to let us know? Because I don't want to give your, you know, your Ravelry name or your stuff away, because I didn't check this with you. So if you would please. Anyway, thank you very much, even if you don't want to. No, be known. Yeah. So that is a whip. I have some more that I will show in a minute, but this is my spinning whip. Yeah, I said it was Leicester, sort of locally to me. Me and my parents went on a sort of a road trip thing earlier this fall, and it was very local to where I got it, but it's not super local to me, but it's sort of local to me. So yeah, I'm working on that. Now I'm thinking, should I continue showing you my whips, or should I show you my foes first? I might continue showing you my whips, so I'll lean out of the picture. This is the not the cardigan, this is the sweater, and I'm just gonna fix it a little bit. I had started it last week. This is made out of pretty bulky yarn that is called Silencio, which is, and I'm trying to read on the back of it, 50% acrylic. Excuse me. 50% acrylic, 25% superwash new wool, and sorry, and 25% alpaca. It's a bit I don't know if you can see it. It's a bit fussy. No. Fiber comes out of the yarn. So when I'm knitting on this and I have it in my lap, it looks like I've cuddled a dog that sheds. But yeah. I had started this last week. I had made the neck and started because I made the contiguous shoulder, so I had like this far long. This is the shoulder seam, and this is the arm, or the shoulder arm cap. So I was about that far last week on that. I'm making it, I did a few decreases on the arms. Other than that, it's just gonna be totally straight down, no shaping. And the only sort of thing that I'm doing is this. Oh, I'm trying to hold it. I have this panel down the front of, and I still don't know what it's called. is it seed stitch or is it moss stitch? It's, you know, one by one on top of the other, one by one on top of the other. You know what I mean, right? Other than that, it's just stockinette. So I divided for the arms and knit to the end of that skein pretty much, and then I did the arms or the sleeves so that I could make it well, I made them to the length that I wanted, and then I can make the length of the body for as long as I got yarn. So the arms are pretty long, and it's kind of hard to show you, but I haven't woven in the ends, and then I'm working on the body. So this is, if I hold it up to my shoulders and then down, so it's pretty much, oh, you can't really see anyway because I'm so close. It's a good hip length right now, and the arms are sort of the same, or a little bit longer. I did go to the yarn store this week to get more yarn of this. I think it was on clearance because they had a red label or price sticker on them, and they were all like in a big cardboard box. So I did get the last 3. There were only 3 left, and they were in the same dye lots. That was good. So I cleared the store of this yarn, or in this color anyway. So we'll see. My plan is to make it as long as, so long as to not having to wear pants or jeans or trousers underneath, or yeah, so that I could have like leggings or yeah, a little bit more relaxed clothes like that. And I think it will be okay. The amount of yarn I have left and the length of it. But if it's not, it will be, you know, still a sort of a big, not like a boyfriend, rather like a grandpa sweater. Big and cozy. So I'm happy with that. It's coming along nice. As I said, it's on, no, I didn't say. I'm knitting this on my Knit Pro. I think it's Symphony Wood. Something like that, interchangeable. These are size 8mm needles. Yeah, so it knits up pretty fast, but I find it's a bit fiddly or awkward to knit with this big needles. Obviously it knits up quick in terms of each stitch is big, you get far by each stitch, but the actual knitting, I don't know, stitches per minute are fewer because it's more awkward holding them, and yeah. But it's coming along nicely, obviously. I have, what do I have? I have 2 and sort of a half skein left out of, I think I got 8 the first time around and then 3 more. So yeah, it's not very much left, so this will be finished soonish. So I'm working on that. And I like it. I really like it so far anyway. So we'll see how long it gets. My next work in progress is it looks pretty weird. I knitted on this this morning for breakfast, and then I just put it down to record. I'm trying to get the yarn untangled, no, unstitched. This is gonna be a Christmas, do you say Christmas ball? Christmas ornament. I'm making it out of this book. This is obviously in Swedish. It's by Arne and Carlos, who are Norwegian, and I do know that they've been translated and published in several other languages, so I'm assuming English at least, and I know that they were on a tour in Japan recently, so they are international. I do recommend this. This is really good. I I was gonna say I paid for this myself, you know, for like full disclosure thing. I didn't though. I got this from my parents for my birthday, so I didn't pay for it, but for, you know, disclosure intents and purposes, I paid for it myself, so I'm not, you know, yeah, there's nothing in this for me. Just putting it out there. Yeah, it's called julkulor in Swedish, which is like Christmas balls. So there are like Christmas ornaments. I did show you this a couple of weeks ago, but these are some examples of the ones that are in here. There are some written, like an introduction about the idea of the book and about them and where, you know, where the idea comes from, and then they write a little bit about tips and ideas of what materials to use and techniques used in the book. Yeah, but then the actual, and I don't want to give anything away, but the actual patterns are, it looks like this. No, there. But obviously with a chart in it. But you could copy this and make your own. So that is a really good feature. So this is a fourth. So you're making 4 of, like if you're making them on DPNs, with 4 or 5 DPNs, you have one of these on each needle. Am I making sense? So the actual patterns or charts or designs are very international. You don't have to have it in your language. And I do believe that they are on Ravelry. I haven't checked that. Maybe I should have. Sorry. Well, I don't know. What I'm saying is this is a really good book. I do recommend it, and these are very fun to knit, and they are, I think they're cute. I have some as FOs, so this is the last one that I'm making right now. But I made some before. I did post them to Ravelry, no, Instagram, so you might have seen them. I started with this one a couple of days ago. And I'm sitting with my feet up under me and I'm trying to balance, and there are hair everywhere and fiber from the other sweater. This one is with hearts. So as you can see, it's 4 sections, and then you increase and then you knit up straight for a while and then you decrease for the top. And then I made a I-cord hank. In the book it's suggested to make a crochet chain, but I did this, and I'm very happy with that. Yep. And then I did this with a crown, royal crown, and pretty much the same. I mean, it's the same, what do you say, base. And then I did this, which is, do you say pine cone, even if it's not on a pine? Well, it's sort of those scales, anyway, but in a ball instead of a, well, cone. I really like these. They are fun knit, they knit up pretty fast. But as they are color work, you sort of need to, I mean, it's not super mindless. You sort of need to pay attention, but it's, you know, you're done when you're done. It's not a huge project to take on. So now I'm making this, obviously. Yeah, those are fun. I do recommend them. I'm making mine out of Silja. I have a red, white and a white one. What did I just say? Don't listen to what I'm saying, listen to what I mean. This is a Norwegian yarn. This is superwash, 80% superwash wool and 20% nylon. So it's a It's a sock yarn. But obviously you can use it for other stuff as well. It calls for a size 3mm needle. I'm using my, again, Knit Pro Carbons DPNs, the short ones, size 2.75. And I have the white is slightly cream colored, and the red is, it's a, what do you say, it's not really a tomato red, tomato. It's a bit more, what do you say, it's a bit richer, maybe? Yeah, well, I'm working on that. And then I finished the mittens that I showed you last week. I had almost a half object last week, with princess crowns on them. These are the mittens in which I tried another, what's the word? Thumb gusset, and another, or to me, a new to me, cuff. So the cuff is just cast on, join in the round and start knitting stockinette. So there is no ribbing or anything. So it rolls a little bit, and I think it's cute. And the thumb gusset is, and this is so hard to show you just because the thumb is, you know, in my, but here it is. Oh, it's hard to point with mittens. Here is sort of a raglan increase spine. So it's right on the edge of the thumb, which makes it so that the all the like lines of stitches point the same the same direction. Yeah, I really like how that looks. Oh, I've got fiber everywhere. I really like how that looks anyway. And I said last week that I had plans for this motif. I was thinking about, you know, stranded colorwork. I was thinking about intarsia. And what I decided to do and what I ended up doing was I knitted these crowns separately and just sewed them on. And I'm happy with that. You could, I mean, obviously I could have done a better work or a better job on them, but I'm happy with them. So those are finished as well, and for them I did play a little bit of yarn chicken. I mentioned that with the pink yarn, and this is how much was left. So I won, and it wasn't really close, but it was fairly close. And the yellow yarn was the same as the pink, except for another color. This is Fuga by Järbo. It is 50% superwash wool and 50% acrylic. So they are gonna wear fine. Do I need to say something else? I knitted them on my Knit Pro Carbon DPNs, size 2.75mm, the short ones. I like them, okay? Yeah, I did that. And then I also finished the capuchin that I had started last week. I had just done the ribbing pretty much. So this is a hat, and I'm trying it on, even though I'm not sure how my hair works with it. It's split in the back. Can you see if I turn around? So you could have, like, not a high ponytail, but you could have hair under it. And then there are the split back sort of makes it to ear flaps, and then in the tassels you could also make eye cords so that you could tie them up. You do the ribbing. This is a free pattern, so I'm not giving anything away. You do the ribbing, and then you just do stockinette. No, garter. And the flat, and then you join it, as you can see here in the back. You join it in the round, and then you just knit stockinette, and then you do the decreases. So other than the ribbing, it's just knit stitches. So it's a very easy and fun knit. There are excuse me. There are directions for, and now I'm not sure. I think it's bulky and super bulky. There were different yarn weights anyway. And if you haven't got, I mean, you could hold strands together to make it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. This was made out of leftovers from the socks that I knit from a friend the other 2 weeks ago, I think. Which is svarta fåret, like socks yarn. Garn! Yarn is garn in Swedish. This is a woolly sock yarn, which is 70% wool and 30% polyamide. 80 meters for 50 grams, so it's, I don't know, bulky-ish. I really haven't learned those terms. We haven't had them in Sweden. I know that yarn and knitting enthusiasts are starting to use it, but we haven't, we haven't had it, so I really haven't learned. So I might start working on that. We'll see. But this is a hat anyway, so which I recommend. It's a fun and quick and easy knit, and it's well, it's a little bit different than, your everyday hat. If you want to, change it up a bit. So that's what I'm working on. No, that's what I've been working on, and the whips that I showed you is what are. Oh, grammar. What I'm working on. Yes. And that is pretty much it. Yeah, someone, and I really don't remember your name, I'm sorry, I've just come to the insight that when it's a name, like a username that I just seen written, I don't remember them. I'm sorry, that is nothing personal to anyone, but yeah, okay. Someone, anyway. And thank you very much for writing and commenting. Someone wrote and commented, and no, asked in a comment how to weave in the ends so that you don't don't feel them, really, like in mittens. And I'll tell you what I do. If someone else has a really good idea, or a tip, or a trick, or whatever, please share, either in the YouTube comments or in the Ravelry group. But what I do, because I really don't like them either, to, when you start fiddling with them. What I do is simply, I weave it in on the back side of my hand, on the nail side, because there is, well, you have less feeling, what's the word? You have less, you don't feel as much there. You know what I mean. And you don't, fiddle as much on that side. So just make sure to weave it in on that side so that I won't start with it. And then I also try to make it not, when I weave it in, you could sort of weave it in like a few stitches very close to each other, which makes it a bit more bumpy. I try to sort of, if I just point here, which is on the wrong side, I try to, but on the inside of, obviously, on the purl ridges, I try to sort of weave it in at a diagonal and then back up the other way. So I make it longer rather than close, which makes it flatter, which makes it less noticeable to the touch. I don't know if that answers your questions, but that is what I do, and that works for me. But as I said, if someone else has a really good idea or a tip or trick, please share. Please share. Yeah, I'm trying to think so that I don't forget anything, because there were a few of you who interacted with me this week, but I think that was pretty much the only question that I wanted to bring up. Someone did ask quite a while ago, and I totally forgot about it, if I could tell you where I get my yarn online. And I don't really have a good answer to that, so that is why I forgot it. I did order a few times from Yarn Paradise, and I'm not completely sure about the website address, but if you search for Yarn Paradise you will find it, which is in Turkey, which means you will have to pay for shipping, and if you order a lot you might have to pay for, what's the word, custom? But the yarn is cheap. I've talked about this once before. The yarn is, well, the yarn is cheap, but compared to the price it's good yarn, sort of. Or the ones that I have gotten anyway. I can't speak for the other ones. But make sure to, read up on the fiber content and stuff, because it can be a little bit tricky. But Yarn Paradise, it's good. I don't know, however, if you could ever, sort of trace the fibers to make sure that they were, well, fair or good, or, where it comes from and how the animals have been treated. I don't know about that. Yeah. I did also order some yarn and some fiber from Isenits. That is in UK, so I'm guessing it's like isenits.co.uk. Again, if you search for it, I'm sure you'll find it. The stuff I've ordered from there was really good quality, and it was pricier, obviously, and also for shipping and that. But it was good stuff. Yeah. And then I've ordered from Pickles in Norway, so I'm guessing it's pickles.no, N-O. Or do they have a com address? I'm not sure. Again, search for it. They have, what I've ordered from them was, well, the kit for my vimpelponchogenser, which is the one that I'm wearing in my avatar here on YouTube, if you're on YouTube. Otherwise you could, if you're on Ravelry, you could go to my project page and look at vimpelponchogenser in my projects. I have quite a few pictures there. So that is knit with double a tweed yarn and alpaca yarn, and it's color work, so it's 2 different colors. So it's 4 yarns to keep track of, and I ordered it sort of as a kit, and I was very happy with that. A good yarn, and they have an awesome site of designs and patterns, and a lot of the patterns are free, so check them out if you want to. But the only experience I have of yarn from their site is within that, but that was good yarn, and the shipping was quick, and the shopping experience was good, so I do recommend them as far as that goes. And I think that is the only international sites that I've been shopping from, and then I've been ordering from, do you even say that? I've been ordering from garnkorgen.se and garnci.se, and yeah, a few other Swedish sites. Those are the 2 that I can think of right now. And they are Swedish sites, and obviously I'm in Sweden, so I don't know if they ship internationally. The sites that I've ordered from internationally. I know that they ship at least to Sweden. The Swedish sites, I don't know. I guess they would, but I can't say that they do because I'm not sure. Did I miss anyone? Probably. Yeah, but those are the ones that I think of on the top of my head, off the top of my head. Anyway, so I'm hoping you're still around, because I know that was a while ago, and I'm sorry I didn't come back to you until now, but I'm hoping that sort of answers your question anyway. Yeah, that is it for this week. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. It's sjomajlin. Feel free to join the Ravelry group. It's sjomajlin group. Do take care of yourselves, and thank you for all the feedback and thumbs up as usual. Have an awesome weekend and an awesome week, and bye.